In today's also Time Defense X video, I'll be doing a full tier list with all the new units from the update. It's not a massive update, not too many new units, but I'll let you guys know what units to get from the update, which units to summon for, why each unit is in which tier, and things like that. But if you think I should make any changes in the pinned comment, let me know, because I'll have the pinned comment be like, okay, you know what, based on your guys' feedback, we'll make this change with the tier. But hopefully there should be too many changes, so yeah. But before today's video start, please do subscribe. I'm trying to hit 100,000 subscribers, so please do me a favor and subscribe. Like the video as well. I'm uploading daily. I've still got a couple uploads planned. I'm following for Kanye right now, as you can see. Then I've also got a less video, and then yeah, I'm still gonna upload daily after that. So yeah, subscribe, whatever. And let's get straight into the tier list. Okay, so I'm currently farming for Kanye whilst doing this. So if I accidentally have to pause or something, then that's why. So we've got two. We'll go tier by tier by tier. Then I'll let you know when we see a new unit, how good they are, what do they do, and why they're in that tier. And then at the end, we'll tell you what units to get if you're new to the game, or just overall which units are worth getting from the update and why. But we'll go over the collector tier. These two are decent units, but realistically, they're just going to be used for trading. When trading is out in the future, they're not going to be meta units right now, and they're definitely not going to be meta units in the future unless they get some sort of evo. But they're definitely going to have some training value, whatever, especially Aqua. So I mean, yeah, there's no point farming for Aqua if you actually want to use it on your team. She's quite mid for that, but she's got good value or whatever. Uni mid, some people think she's a little bit better than mid, but in my opinion, she's mid. Okay, her range is tiny, and there'll be more units that do bleed. Already Sukuna does bleed, and there'll be more units in the future, so she's just mid. Okay, let's face it, she's mid. So good tier. Pretty much Naruto actually got buffed, so I used to have him in mid. He got buffed. Now he's good. He's not necessarily meta grand because there just is a lot of good meta grand options that are better than him. But I would take him over Kujo, unless Kujo does bleed, I forgot. If so, then maybe Kujo's better. But really, they're all good. Like, maybe I might have got them a bit mixed up. But what I can say for certain is none of the units in good tier are going to be as good as the units in the meta tiers. So, I mean, yeah, you can let me know in the comments, like I said, if I haven't mentioned it already. In the pinned comment, I'll make any changes based on what you guys tell me. So let's say you have an opinion and I agree with it, I'll make a change in the pinned comment, say maybe your Naruto goes to meta, which is probably the only one that maybe I would agree with, but it'd be at the end, it'd be low. Okay, support tier, if you want to know which units from support to get all of them. These two buff different elements. He does time stop, she does stun and kind of a time stop, he does slow, so they're all meta in their own way. Okay, my bad, that's in the stage. I don't know, where did I leave off? Yeah, just get every single support, because they're all meta. Then we have progressive tier. I only made this tier yeah, just because I would put some of these units low, but they do have some use. My bad, that's one for Kanye. But yeah, I think I was speaking about a progressive tier. So I only create this tier because units like Eren and Goku, they're slowly getting outdated. Eren's so good for progressive modes and breaking shields or whatever. Ace is a very, very good progressive unit, but like, I don't know, like max him out, he's good progressive wise, but like everyone in meta health is technically better than him. But he is cheap to place down, good for progressive. Same goes for Goku. The only exception being Zeke. Zeke is literally insane in my opinion. 900 place down, hybrid on placement. So he's meta progressive and he's meta heal. So yeah, this is progressive tier if you need a unit just cheap to place down. If you don't get Zeke, you can get Ace, I guess. And if you're wondering how good Ace is, he does like about 6k damage. Maybe a little bit more. I'm speaking about with no all-star, and he does burn. He has pretty low SPA and he's cheap to place down and not too expensive to max out, so he's quite good. But then you look at Freyr and he's doing about like 15k, and then look about Suguna's doing like around 12k, but he has does the bleed. Then you got Mihawk who has ridiculously low SPA and high range, doing even more damage, and then you get the point. So he's not really going to be meta hill, but he'll be meta progressive because he costs 875 place down, cheap to max out, you get the point. And then Zeke, he's just cheap to place down and he's very, very good maxed out. So that's exactly why he's the top of Meta Hill. So if you're wondering what news to get when it comes off the banner, you can get Ace just because it's a fire unit if you want fire units, I guess. So you can be prepared for whenever they drop a fire trial maybe. Or I mean a trial that needs fire units, I guess. But you don't need to get him. I'm probably still going to get him just for the sake of it. But Zeke, however, is the unit you need to get. He's so good. It's so good for the new trial. He's just good overall. A great 5-star. I would take him over Ulquiorra, to be honest, because the thing is, he'll do about 40k maxed out. I'm talking about Genesis. He'll probably do a little bit less, but that's still more than Ulquiorra, with maybe a little bit higher SBA. But with Ulquiorra, to get close to Zeke stats, Ulquiorra will need to pop the transformation, which at the moment, in this current state of the game, takes quite a while to do. The stage, but it takes so long to get to his 450k, his 1 million, especially when you don't have all-star. It'll be even worse because you got to get down 4 different units. Whereas with Zeke, you'll get it straight away. His AoE cone isn't perfect, but same goes for Ulquiorra. It's like a decent AoE cone. Zeke's AoE cone is a little bit different. It's still good enough in my opinion if you get a good placement. It's a bit weird, but a good placement will kind of just sort it out. But yeah, I would take Zeke as like pretty much the best 5-star in the game. But that's 5-star. That's not counting on bounty units. And plus, we still don't have 6 stars yet, so I don't know. I just had to put that out there. Like, it's not going to be the best unit forever, but it's definitely a very, very good unit. Definitely a must-have unit. And if I didn't go in depth enough about what Zeke does, pretty much he's hybrid on placement, 900 cost, and he just does about a lot of damage with the highest spear, maxed out with a interesting dynamic AoE. That's what they call in this game, dynamic AoE. Meta ground, the new one being Akainu. Akainu is very, very good, but I mean, he's better than Ishtar, don't get me wrong. But it's not by an insane amount. Do you get what I'm saying? So he's not even as game breaking, not game breaking, but like low key. If you told me which trial do I have to do first, I might end up recommending you to do the S-Death trial first, depending on what you have. He's like not that OP, but he still is very good. Like, I don't know how to describe it. And why have I put Broly in meta ground? I need to fix that. Broly's here, by the way. Broly's very, very good, but we'll speak about that after. Ground, sorry, that's probably going to be the last cough. But yeah, Akainu, very, very good. What he does, pretty much, he has a thick line away similar to Blackbeard Ascended. He does burn. He has about 16k damage, 15k damage. Is talking about no hidden potential, by the way. And this is like no good trait, I don't think. Or I think it was maybe Genesis, something along those lines. And he does burn, and he has an ability that, and he also has a low SPA, which being 4, whereas Ishtar might do a little bit more damage, but she has more SPA, more cost to max out. And Akainu's ability pretty much does something similar to AA Usopp in a way. He pretty much places a bunch of fire things in his AoE. So imagine like Usopp's plants, yeah, but it's just in a bunch of different spots in Akainu's AoE. And when an enemy steps on it, they take a bunch of damage, and let's say they still survive that damage, they'll be burned. So Akainu's very, very good ground unit, the best other than Kokushibo, but Kokushibo does still clear. It's still the best unit in the game, if I'm being honest, not including hill units or hybrid or whatever. But Akainu's still very, very good. You still need to go for him, but like he's not game breaking, if that makes sense. But it's definitely very, very good, especially for fire units. So that's another reason. I mean, like if you already have Ascended Goku, you don't necessarily need a fire hill. You just have Akainu, I guess, at the same time. So, I don't know. Ace is kind of underwhelming. It's good for aggressive, though. But then, you just got Zeke for progressive. I don't know. But, yeah. Now I'll just tell you what new units to get from this update. And if you're a new player, what to summon for. So, my opinion, you just hop in on the update. If you're already good at the game and you don't necessarily need Ace, then you don't need Ace. I've already explained what he does. Just get Zeke, get Akainu. It's a small update. And yeah, you're probably wondering why didn't I include the 4-star units? Because they're 4 stars, okay? It's a 4-star team up, which is cool units, whatever. But I don't think they're better than, if they end up being better than any 5 stars, you can let me know. But I just highly doubt even a 4-star team up can be better than 5 stars. That's a little bit ridiculous, and hopefully it's not. But you can let me know in the comments. I'll change it in the pinned comment. Okay, so, my bad. That's the last pause, whatever. But yeah, meta ground, meta hill, whatever. So what units do you get overall if you are trying to be a pro player, trying to be, oh yeah, I'm trying to be the best player. I'll tell you what to get if you're new. Make sure in the pinned comment if you want any changes, let me know. But Kokushiba, obviously, very, very OP, but very, very hard to obtain. He's a secret banner unit if you don't know. Akainu definitely get, Ishtar definitely get, Sung Jin Woo definitely get because he's a purple unit. And it's just a good unit overall. But it's also because of the fact that, you know, there's not many purple units other than Blackbeard, which is a support. Whitebeard is low-key still, he's hanging in there, but probably next tier list is going to be in good, if I'm being honest, if there's a new ground, because Whitebeard mostly got carried by the fact that he's fully weak, has decent damage, and he's blue, but the blue thing isn't helping him too much because there's other blue options. He's still fully weak, so that's why he's still in meta ground, but maybe in an update or two, like definitely after some update is probably going to be in good, so you don't need to get him. I would definitely say if you're trying to be pro, get these 4 when it comes to ground units. When it comes to meta hill, definitely get Zeke, definitely get Ulquiorra. You don't have to get Broly, but you could, because you already have a blue, you already have a green. Then you get Sukuna just because he's a red, maybe, or you could get Ace because you want a progressive, but Zeke's progressive. And then I think she's orange, so I guess you could get Freyrin. And then if they should have made Ace a different element, like orange. Ace should have been an orange unit, you know, or just something else. I don't even know. The fact is fire is a little bit annoying. But yeah, I'd get those units. Progressive, definitely get him. supports, get every single one. They all do different stuff and they're all very, very nice. So just get every single one, and then yeah, the game's only on update 1, so you shouldn't need to get 10 million units anyways, and that should take enough time if you're a new player. If you're a new player, which you need to go for first, definitely go for Zeke. Zeke is very, very nice because he's hybrid on placement, costs 900, and he'll do decent amount of damage for you, so it should carry you quite far. And then you can just go for whatever units depending on what you need and depending on where they're on the tier list. But yeah, hopefully you found it useful. Let me know if you've got any questions in the comments. Either me or somebody else should respond. Let me know if I should make any changes. I'm uploading daily, trying to hit 100,000 subscribers. ALS ACDX vids. I don't know about AV update just despawned. But yeah, that's up here happen. See you guys next video.